Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nisi. This is Escaping Broke. I'm just a girl on a financial journey looking to pay off debt, set up myself, escape, generational poverty, and just be a better person overall. Welcome. On today's video, I wanted to talk about when your good is not good enough, okay? I am currently based in the U.S., and in the U.S., we have a hustle culture, a constantly work, 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 work. We're working until we're dying. That's it. You're supposed to work because if you want to live nice, you want a big house, you got to work for it. You want a nice car, you have to work for it. Everything, you have to work for it, right? And I just woke up this morning after yesterday sitting down thinking about my financial life. I'm someone that enjoys money. I enjoy money topics. So in my 20s, I read a lot of money books. It's just something I enjoy. I had decent credit. I made sure I paid my bills on time. I've always enjoyed money, like money subjects, talking about money, all those things, right? And, life happened where I got into some financial trouble and things of that nature, with quitting my job and due to health issues, having to have surgery and things of that nature. So yesterday I sat down after I watched this video. I reposted on my channel where I reposted a bunch of older folks that are working in their 80s, and thank God, it's a blessing to even be strong enough mentally and physically to work into your 80s. But it kind of broke my heart a little bit where I thought about, like, oh my goodness, if I don't get it together, that can be my life. You know what I'm saying? I reposted on my community. You guys can check that video out. It really put things into perspective, and I started thinking. I said, girl, you're over 30. I'm mid 30, hitting my late 30s, and I'm just like, I have to start thinking about my financial future. I have to start thinking about what I'm going to do, right? I cannot depend on Social Security. I cannot depend on anything like that. I have to depend on myself. I have to figure things out. And with things that I've been through in the past couple of years, that has put me back financially, right? So I'm thinking, like, what happens when your good is never good enough, right? Because it's in this country, you have to constantly hustle hard, continue working no matter what. Guess what? You're sick. You just had a baby. It doesn't matter. Get back to work. And it really had me thinking, like, OMG, this can be my reality if I don't get it together, right? And it's something I've been struggling with for a while, just thinking your good is never good enough when you're living in a capitalist society, right? Yes, I understand money is important. We need money, okay? Money makes the world go round. But I feel like, especially living in the U.S., you can never win, right? No matter how hard you work. I work hard. I work extremely hard, At times I was working 2-3 jobs and going to school. You go to school, you do the right thing, you follow the path, right? And then you still get screwed at the end. That's what it is, right? And it's just like, even with my friends that have, advanced degrees, it's the same thing. No one's truly happy. Everyone's just grinding. Everyone's just grinding it out. Everyone has fancy labels and titles of the jobs that they do, but no one is truly happy. And it just made me realize that the system was created for us to keep on hustling. The system was created for us to keep on, I don't know, it's just like, you're never good enough. You're never good enough. You're never smart enough. You're never thin enough. You're never anything enough. It's like a rabid hamster, like a hamster on a wheel. You're constantly going. You're exhausting yourself, but there's nothing to show for it. And even if you do have a nice house and a nice car and a nice jewelry and nice bags and all that stuff, let's be real, it takes time. You have to maintain those things. You have to spend a lot of money to maintain them, right? So it's just like, had me thinking, like, yeah, your good is never good enough, sadly. It's a system the system was never for us to win, right? The American dream, it's a dream that you have to be asleep. And it just kind of discouraged me a little bit at the same time, where I'm just thinking about all these things, like, when will my good be enough? When will all the hard workers get their piece of the pie? It seems like the people that work the hardest are the ones that are struggling the most. The ones that show up to work, they're on time, they're doing all the work, they're doing all the things, they're at the bottom. Think about it, even at a company, the CEO, the managers are getting paid big money, and the workers on the bottom that's actually doing the work are not paid enough to survive. They're not paid enough to live. They have to usually work 2 jobs, 3 jobs. It's a broken system, right? And I'm at this age where I'm thinking, you can't run away from life, right? So I'm thinking, like, okay, what other options I have? will moving abroad help me, even if it's not forever? Maybe I can do something where my cost of living is cheaper, but I can, generate money and I can save and I can pay off debt. I can do things. It's just, I don't know, y'all. It seems crazy, especially being a millennial. We've been through so much, right? 9/11 and then the market crashing and then the pandemic. It's just like we haven't had a time to breathe. And mind you, I'm under 40. All this happened and I'm under 40. So it really had me thinking, guys, like, it's time to take your financial future seriously, sure, and that can include looking at different options. I love the US, it's a great country, but this hustle culture almost killed me a couple years ago. This constantly working to survive almost killed me, and I feel like I'm not living. I want to live. I want to, like, we're all gonna die at the end of the day. You're gonna die also. You watching this, we're all gonna die. So we might as well live the best life that we can possibly can. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I just wanted to hop in and vent a little bit. When you feel like your good is not good enough, it's important to start looking at different options. But anyways, y'all have a good day. I'm about to work out. Peace and love. Please subscribe to the channel if you like my vibe. Sorry, I can't talk today. I'm rushing. But anyways, have a good day. Bye.